Hello, everybody. I will do a first introduction, very short, about what has been done at MCAST in the last 5 years, 5 years and a half for the aerospace activities, because even though we are all in the same institution, very often people don't know what is being carried out. And after, I will leave the floor to Mr. Vincenzo Quitadamo from the University of Padova, that will give an overview of incredibly interesting aerospace activities done there. The University of Padova is one of the best in the world regarding space research. And in particular, it will focus on one project that we're doing in collaboration with MCAST. So, for who doesn't know me, I am Dr. Leonardo Barilaro, the space pianist. My field of specialization is space technologies and sonic arts, in particular research about space debris and music sent to space regarding the music part. I joined first as a part-time lecturer and after a few months as a full-time lecturer at MCAST in September 2020. That was when the MCAST Aerospace Program started with a core team represented by myself, by Deputy Principal Dr. Steven Samut, by Engineer Roberto Tiscio, representing aviation, and we started two core streams. One regarding the master in aerospace, and the other one regarding actual aerospace research. So these few slides are to provide a quick overview. So the master is, first of all, the only master active in Malta regarding aerospace engineering. And now we are having the second cohort. Is a part-time, which is a master, which is a part-time, and that wants to be strictly connected with the industry. Is a level 7, so at a higher level of what we are actually at the moment, but here at MCAST there is a possibility to progress step by step, and is done online, but the dissertation projects are strictly related with R&D projects, research and development projects. Now, going quickly year by year. In 2021, I worked on the project, Sparrow project, to design a facility, which is basically a big gun, literally a huge gun, that doesn't use gunpowder, but compressed gases, to simulate impacts that happens in aviation, so your field, and in space. And interesting fact, a few days ago, like 10 days ago, we had hopefully one of the last meetings with a representative for the European funds, where hopefully this facility will be approved and we will have it here at MCAST. Also, I gave my contribution at the very beginnings in defining the specs, technical specifications of what is the wind tunnel, that arrived last year and that now is in the lab, aerodynamic lab, in room 109 at the first floor. So it's something that before we didn't have here at MCAST, and is also for your future steps an incredible facility to have in-house. 2022, starting as a musician, I had my first collaboration with the University of Malta to bring my music to space that was streamed from the International Space Station to Earth. It was also a way for MCAST to have a first collaboration for a bioscience project led by Professor Joseph Borgia at the University of Malta that was sent to space. This set the stage for the year after, where MCAST became a fully partner of the mission of Mallet 3, which was another bioscience experiment that was sent also this one to the International Space Station, and trust me, it's not an easy feat at all. And also in this case, I collaborated both for the qualification tests that were done in Brussels, and also another one composition of mine went there to be streamed from space to Earth, so the concept and music from space. This has many ramifications to which people usually don't think. And in fact, the so-called STEM plus art, STEAM, so you putting together in synergy science, mathematics, and art, became a huge project, the project Music from Space that I'm leading, that doesn't involve only having music in space, but also other type of art, for example, visual arts. And this opened the door to a lot of conferences, seminars, events, both academic or for the general public, that allows an incredible type of dissemination that otherwise wouldn't be possible. Now, you are all in aviation here, but trust me that if I go in front of another type of public and I start talking about propellers, start talking about turbines, the interest goes to zero in half a second, maybe less. So you put the same regarding space. So it has a lot of ramification and possibilities that also gave me the opportunity to present this in several countries. This, in 2024, led to another core project where here at MCAST, we 3D printed innovative type of shields with carbon fiber and Kevlar for new type of spacecraft, and these shields have been tested, and this led to new type of designs that are applicable also for aviation, and here you see a 3D CAD of a repairing patch applied on a wing. The crown jewel of which I'm very proud is the follow-up project, which is Astrobit, that involved the year basically 2024-2025, which is Astrobit, that has been a huge collaboration done with several universities, funded by Scienza Malta. We collaborated with Southeast Technological University in Ireland, New York University in Abu Dhabi, with the University of Padova in Italy, and we had international partners like Voyager Space that provided the service of having our experiment integrated on a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket sent to the International Space Station, and of course NASA. And this was the first experiment fully developed in Malta, because Mallet, the engineering part was outsourced abroad. This was the first experiment fully developed in Malta from the engineering point of view, but not only. That was launched in November 2024 to the International Space Station. And here you can see Astrobit, this small experiment, floating in microgravity on board the International Space Station before its installation, and you can see in the background our planet Earth. And when I saw these images, everything really made even more sense on the why we are doing certain things. Astrobit, its purpose was to test an innovative technology to repair space damages, not here on Earth, but in space, using a technique called cold welding adhesion, where basically two metals in space weld together in very different conditions in comparison with what is feasible here on Earth. The experiment was successful, and it came back to Earth. Together with that, in this huge collaboration, there were also two streaming events involving art that I did in collaboration, in this case, with cellist Tina Guo and producer Steve Mazzaro, which are and were part of Hans Zimmer team. So a huge name, and also their names is, of course, very big, that led to an incredible type of outreach. We collaborated with also New York University Abu Dhabi, not only for the scientific part, but also for the artistic part, where we had a lot of students doing submissions to have a composition selected to go to space. So we opened the door to more students. And this happened in two streaming events that overall collected an incredible number of views and also coverage from news outlets. Going to this year, follow-up project, there is the second part of this Bore project, where we are developing the new generation of shields that actually in ESGAT these weeks are being tested in Padova by colleagues of Mr. Quitadamo. And this is a very promising study, because we actually saw that cheaper shields developed using 3D printing are actually performing better of traditional carbon fibers shields. So also this has been a very interesting aspect of it. Now, I just going to the present day, I just give a very quick overview of a project I'm developing in collaboration with University of Padova, in particular with Vincenzo, which is the Sustain project, and in particular an interface which is called Panda, that will be described in detail, where here the concept is to develop a interface, a docking mechanism for active debris removal, in this case of CubeSats, or in general, small satellites. And this is related to the framework of developing more sustainable technologies for space. Now, just to give you an impact of what happened in only 5 years, and this is incredible from my point of view, Astrobit was featured last year as one of the 5 most interesting experiments that was on board of the International Space Station on the NASA website and by the International Space Station Lab, which is here on the ground of the company, let's say. And being selected as one of the 5 most interesting experiments by them has been a huge achievement. I presented and disseminated the scientific publications to a huge number of conferences. The most important one is the International Astronautical Congress, which is a worldwide event that every year is in a different country. And every year since 2021, I attended and presented the paper with the research done at MCAST. Plus, there is a local impact with funds that we got from Scienza Malta, for example, or European funds to finance these projects and also developing our local facilities like the wind tunnel, for example, or the 3D printer, which is not a normal 3D printer, is actually a quite expensive one that allows to 3D print actual spacecraft shields. Now, to wrap up this short presentation, in 5 years there have been more than 30 scientific papers. Most of them I am the first author or I co-authored. We had 5 major projects in terms of R&D, research and development, massive public outreach activities that put MCAST and Malta on the international map, a lot of networking with top-tier universities, for example, the University of Padova, and research centers like the Center for Astrophysics and Science, Space Science in Abu Dhabi. And plus, this is the image of varieties of my YouTube channel. There are all the videos of events, both academic or for the general public. So that's all I have for today. Thank you for attention. I leave the floor to Vincenzo and see you up there. Thank you.